Hello, Sussex Squad. Welcome back to the Sussex Insights. I'm your host, Adriel, and today we're talking about something that's got the whole entertainment world buzzing. Because guess what? Meghan Markle. Yes, our Duchess of Sussex is stepping back in front of the camera for the first time in years. She's reportedly filming a brand new project called Close Personal Friends, produced by Amazon MGM Studios, and she's playing no one else but herself. Now, that's a headline worth smiling about. Think about it, Meghan hasn't been on a professional film set since 2018, the year she married Prince Harry and stepped away from acting to start a new chapter in her life. She was last known to audiences as Rachel Zane, the sharp, stylish paralegal on Suits, who quickly became one of the show's breakout stars. But Meghan has always been more than an actress. She's been an advocate, a speaker, and a woman who never shied away from redefining what success looks like on her own terms. So seeing her back on a film set this time, as herself, feels like a poetic, full-circle moment. She's no longer acting out a script someone else wrote. She's living her own. Now, let's set the scene quite literally. Meghan was spotted on set in Pasadena, California. Witnesses described the energy as calm, professional, and joyful. According to insiders, Meghan was sweet and warm, and even joked that she felt a little rusty being back in front of the cameras after so many years. But those on set quickly realized she was anything but rusty. She was prepared, polished, and radiant like she never missed a beat. An insider shared, "She had rehearsed, she knew her lines, and she was great. You could tell this meant something to her." That's Meghan, thoughtful, intentional, and always giving her all to whatever she commits to. Now, this isn't just any small project. Close Personal Friends boasts a powerhouse cast: Brie Larson, Lily Collins, Jack Quaid, and Henry Golding. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the film follows a couple who befriends a famous couple during a trip to Santa Barbara. And Meghan's role, playing herself, adds a fascinating layer to the story. Think about it. This is a woman who has lived through the highs and lows of global fame. She's been both celebrated and vilified by the media, and she's turned that experience into advocacy for truth, privacy, and well-being. So if this film explores the dynamics of fame and friendship, who better than Meghan to embody that experience authentically? It's not just casting, it's commentary. A studio source described this as a massive moment for Meghan, a gentle return to something she truly loves. They said she's been approached with countless offers over the past few years, but she wanted to wait for something that felt right, something aligned with her current values and lifestyle. And this project checked all the boxes. One insider told The Sun, "It's Meghan's way of putting her toe back in the water, seeing how she enjoys being back on set." Another shared that Prince Harry has been incredibly supportive, wanting Meghan to do whatever brings her joy. Now, that's beautiful. That's partnership. After years of intense public pressure, endless scrutiny, and relentless tabloid campaigns, Harry and Meghan are now doing exactly what they set out to do when they stepped back from royal duties, living life on their terms. Let's not forget, reinvention isn't new for Meghan. Before Suits, she was navigating the Hollywood grind audition after audition, often being told she wasn't the right look, or that she should tone down her personality. But Meghan persisted. She carved her own space. She turned Suits into a platform for more than acting. It became a vehicle for representation. So when she stepped away in 2018, she wasn't quitting acting, she was evolving. In her engagement interview, she said it clearly. I don't see it as giving anything up. I just see it as a change. It's a new chapter. She'd spent 7 years building her craft, reaching over 100 episodes on Suits, a milestone that few actors ever reach. That kind of longevity is rare, and it's something Meghan earned through pure hard work. So this return, years later, feels like the next evolution in her creative journey. When Meghan was asked in 2022 if she'd ever return to acting, she smiled and said, "I'm done. I guess never say never, but my intention is absolutely not." At the time, she was deep into her work with Adriel, the Invictus Games, and humanitarian projects. Acting seemed far from her mind. But like life often reminds us, never really means not now. And here she is, embracing something that once brought her joy, but now she's doing it with total ownership. No palace politics, no tabloids trying to control her narrative, no producers trying to define her image, just Meghan, authentic, free, creative. By stepping back on set, Meghan isn't just making a career move. She's sending a quiet message, one that resonates far beyond Hollywood or the royal bubble. It says, you can start over. You can return to what you love, even after the world tries to box you in. It says you can be a mother, a wife, an advocate, a businesswoman, and still embrace your artistry. And most importantly, it says you don't owe anyone an explanation for rediscovering yourself. That's what empowerment truly looks like. We've seen Meghan and Harry build an independent life in California, balancing family, philanthropy, and creative projects through Adriel Productions. They've produced documentaries, championed mental health awareness, and supported veterans, women, and underrepresented communities. Now, Meghan's re-entry into acting complements that creative universe perfectly. It's not about chasing fame, it's about storytelling. And storytelling in all its forms has always been at the heart of who Meghan is. From her TIG blog, to her acting, to her advocacy, she's always used words, imagery and voice to connect people to meaning. So, Close Personal Friends isn't just another film, it's an extension of that legacy. So, Sussex Squad, what do you think? Is this Meghan's creative reawakening? Or just a one-time return to something familiar that she's doing for fun and fulfillment? Personally, I see this as a reminder that joy matters, that sometimes coming home to yourself means circling back to where your passions first began. And Meghan Markle, the actress, the advocate, the duchess, the woman, continues to show the world that reinvention isn't rebellion. It's growth. And that's something we can all celebrate. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Sussex Insights. If you're proud to see Meghan glowing, thriving and doing what she loves, hit that like button. It really helps the channel and spreads positive energy to counter all the noise out there. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive like this one. Until next time, I'm Adriel, reminding you to stay kind, stay curious, and always celebrate truth over tabloids.